Nobody is immune to the trials and tribulations of life.
You're not up, you're fucking down. And if you're down, I'm here to pick you up.
I don't care what it is. If you survived it, you standing there talking about it, it's cash money.
Never let your emotions supersede your intelligence.
Don't be blind to no situation that's in your face. If you feel like your gut feeling is this, go with it.
The ship does not sink because of the water around. The ship will sink because of the water that gets in. So for me, I don't allow the water that's outside to get in my ship and sink it.
I can't help that these motherfuckers is soft.
Having purpose. I know what my purpose is. And when you're in your purpose, if anything fall on you, then it fall on you. At least you know you were where you were supposed to be.
And with that, I said, move on. Get your life together. Get your life together. Get your life together.
Not there yet. When you get there, you're gonna know when you got there. But you cannot get comfortable.
The greatest thing you could do is listen while you winning. We get that paper, motherfuckers throw the drip on, they got the money, they got all the chicks going crazy, everybody screaming their name, and they go deaf. Nothing can penetrate you.
I just tell myself it's okay to not be okay, as long as the goal is to get out that stage, get out that box, get out that space. That's how I fight with my demons.
It's another me mentally that everybody don't experience.
They ain't got no self-esteem, and then they come being mad at me because I got self-esteem. I'm confident, I'm strong.
See, I'm not one of the niggas that know a lot about a little. I know a little about a lot, bitch. I might not be the brightest candle on the cake, but bitch, I believe.
I want people you can trust. Okay, ready?
Bitch on the ride on my back like a Mustang. I got a watch on my wrist, is a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight at a time. See ya. But I send my baby to bring it right round. See ya.
Yeah, man. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Happy Friday. Good Friday. Shit, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, near future. I know something's going to happen, especially this Sunday. It's being Easter Sunday, or Esther, however you want to be it. You know what I'm saying? They're going to celebrate something that ain't supposed to be celebrated. That's for sure. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more children going to come up missing. I mean, it's the MO. That's what they do. But they forget whose house this is, you know what I'm saying?
I thank you, Lord, for my birth and everything that's followed. I thank you, Lord, for today, and I will pray for tomorrow. I thank you, Lord, for your guidance, because it's all that counts. And right here, right now, Lord, this is your house.
Yes, sure. I'm trying to make more children. Shit. I'm trying to put them in a good position. You know what I'm saying? So you keep on making them. I'm going to keep on putting them in the right place. Hopefully it's at the right time, you know what I mean? 'Cause damn sure they're going to have the right mind. I'm going to roll this day real quick. Till then, shit, you know what it is. Get this video.
This shit about to happen. The flip about to happen. We at critical mass now, right? We at event horizon. Watch that motherfucking statue, because when that bitch drop, it's over with.
And they can't wrap no motherfucking chains around that bitch like a goddamn superhero movie to keep it standing. It's just not gonna happen. While they got y'all looking at LA, I'm telling y'all, watch New York. And this is for all 5 boroughs to be back on top. This is for them to get rid of all of that blight that these parasites that inflicted up on our people and rebuild that motherfucker how New York wanted to be, not how some motherfuckers from some royal family on the other side of the ocean think it should be. Fuck them motherfuckers. They ain't got nothing to do with us over here. They need to take their ass back home, but it's too late now because their ass can't get there now. All avenues is cut off. They finna stop flying all these planes. All the airports finna shut down for several reasons, not just one. Aside from that, we about to have more motherfucking aerial phenomenon than you could expect with the airport shut down. Where in the fuck is all this shit flying around in the sky here if we don't got no airplanes in the sky? What is all this shit? You figure it out. You figure it out. Right? Ain't no mercy if you still in the way when this shit happened, because they done had military dragging you motherfuckers out, international police, Peace Alliance, the motherfucking Earth Alliance. You done had the motherfucking foreign league, all kind of motherfuckers pulling you motherfuckers out of literal holes in the ground. What the fuck you think you a earthworm or something? You rotten motherfucker? You gonna crawl up out of your motherfucking hole, go steal somebody's kid and crawl back in the hole like you wasn't, like that shit wasn't gonna eventually get caught? Like nobody wasn't gonna figure that shit out? Like we just gonna stay dumb forever? How long can you keep doing the same dumb shit before we figure that shit out? You can't keep doing it. It's over. You got these motherfucking, the Pleiadians is telling you, the Arcturians is telling you, the Lyrans is telling you, and they don't even live here. And you don't believe them. They don't even live here. They telling you motherfuckers this shit is up. You got the Andromedas telling you. You got the Orianos telling you. You got the Syrians telling you. You still don't believe this shit. It's over with for you motherfuckers. Your leader has been motherfucking, what's the word? We've been systematically eliminated. Been systematically eliminated. It's of no consequence now. When we freed Earth, we freed every matriarchal realm that was under the same tyranny. And they all coming to show homage and gratitude for the Earthborn that stood up to the unstand-upable, the motherfucking threat that was so colossal didn't nobody ever want to face. They thought this motherfucker couldn't be defeated. He's a fucking fraud the whole time. He living off other motherfuckers' glory. He living off other motherfuckers' glory. He won't do his own work. He want other motherfuckers to do the work and give him the credit. That's just like an old Hollywood bastard. You want everybody else to do all the work, but you want all the credit and all of the motherfucking residuals that come with getting the credit and ain't did shit. You motherfucking boot-licking ass bitches. Boot-licking motherfuckers. You gonna get to taste some boots. Cause you know the rule on the block is when it's war and you hit that ground, you get Briscoe stomped around here. I don't know about nowhere else, but that's the motherfucking Motor City rule. You hit the ground, you getting Briscoe. Ask a motherfucker from the D what a Briscoe stomp is. You gonna get the Briscoe stomp from the big 50s.
Yeah, we call A-Town stomp where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? You about to catch 3 to the head, 1 to the chest. Might catch a couple to the ribs. Hopefully you can still walk away. Depends on how people feel that day, you know what I'm saying? So he holler out unstandable, stand-upable. Get it.
Megan Thee Stallion, you going to jail. Now everybody know you going to jail. You getting fined, something is gonna happen to you. You think you just got away with lying, told Gail you didn't sleep with the man, come to find out you did sleep with the man, told the world a man stood out over the window and shot you in the foot, come to find out it was a piece of glass, can't find no bullet fragments and evidence, everybody taking your side, now everybody see the truth in you, you can't sell a record to save your life. Huh. I almost caught the amount of followers you got, something ain't right. I told y'all from the beginning of time, Y'all seen that post where that lady said, leave Megan alone. No. They need to stay on Megan's. Megan Thee Stallion has been in the headline for years, and she's been putting everybody down and talking crazy about this man, telling everybody this man was a killer, he was this, he was that. Come to find out, baby girl, you lied. That man tried to save your best friend from being taken away from her child. That man told y'all. He told y'all. He thought he was going to go to trial and beat the case. No evidence to trace. Come to find out, people was paid off in the process, and look, he almost lost.
Man, free Tory Lanez. Get him up out of there. Shit. It's time for this Jewish cabal to go down, you know what I'm saying, y'all? It's time for it to go the fuck down. These Ninja Turtles popping up out of sewers, like dude said. They taking the children, popping up out of sewers, going back in, and like, we ain't gonna find out. Come on now, man. Come on, man. Y'all niggas got little fucking things underneath fucking phone, not phone booth, but newspaper, little things and shit. Little free newspapers you pull down, or you have to put the quarter in. These motherfuckers is coming out from underneath of those. They covering up their little manholes that they making and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like snake people just don't know how not to be snake people. What the fuck?
What death taxes are? Have you ever heard of that? Death taxes? Well, this is how you lose your generational wealth. If you're not smart enough to understand, or parents are not smart enough to understand that they're going to leave the earth one day and they might want to keep their kids whatever they worked hard for, to give it to them and not give it to a lawyer, not give it to, let the kids even take all the cash and squander it or whatever. So I wanted to explain something about how generational wealth works and how assets work over cash. So when you're leaving things, right? And how taxes work with death tax. So my buddy Mark, his parents were loaded. They owned over 1,500 acres right in the middle of Palm Beach, owned that marina over there next door to, Key Lime House.
Okay,
That's
that one, yeah,
the next door where they Lady K, the fishing boat. My neighbor, Mark,
Yep,
you know him,
Mark,
met
yeah, I
him,
remember.
Coffee Mark.
Yep,
He's
yep,
addicted to
that's it.
coffee. He's got every grain of coffee. And I have a coffee trail behind my house to go get coffee in the morning at his house. And he tells me, he goes, man, if I would have known, me and my brother and my sister, my dad and mom died, they left us all this shit. We sold it. We thought we were going to be set for life. And death tax, never heard of it before, never saw it coming, took over 80% of their profit. And they were set. They were all set. It was all done. And the parents had it all paid for. And how can that be? And how can the lawyers and everybody take all this stuff and they found out about a death tax? And you got to find out, if you want generational wealth, how to avoid that shit. Because what happens is, if you have a piece of, let's just say a carcass is laying in the street of some kind of raccoon or something, what happens? You can either clean it up, or somebody else is going to clean it up, like an eagle or some kind of vulture. It's going to come pick it apart, and that's what they do, man. Vultures. When you die, they come at you. Every lawyer will come at, if they see money, right? They will come at your kids, and they will try to separate the kids to where they all have their own attorney. They're not working together. They're working against each other. So you have to fight your sister and your other sister through all three different lawyers who are all on the clock, getting paid, and all talking behind each one of them's back, talking about, let's just run this thing into the dirt till we get paid. I'm down if you're down. Okay, lawyer talk. The problem with this world is lawyers. And they've really put everything in. Are you a lawyer? Sorry. It depends on what lawyer. So here's the point. The problem, and you'll probably agree with me, every single obstacle that these lawyers put in front of you are not for you. They're for future lawyers. Have you ever seen a shirt, a tag on the back of your shirt? Have you ever bought a little stuffed toy and seen the tag on the back? They've gotten longer.
Man. Rob Van Winkle, y'all. Hell of a gem. Fucking lawyers. Fucking lawyers. Let's get it. My man. And then shit's exotic. I see you 3 people back there. What's up, y'all?
Donald Trump said, nigga, I never been a liar in my motherfucking life. Them niggas could sit here and lie to you, make it sound fly to you like we ain't been talking. But remember I told y'all these niggas had gave me a gift so I could make sure I was dealing with the right people and I don't keep on smoking they peoples and all this old cool shit like that, right? Since Iran want to pop out their chest, I'm going to expose exactly what happened. You feel me? Yesterday, I was talking to these niggas or whatever the case may be after I had put out the 48-hour PSA that if they don't stop that shit, then I'm going to cut their electricity. Them niggas, in effort to prove that I could trust their leadership or whatever the case may be, they said, yo, listen, we going to send you over 8 ships of oil, you feel me? And we going to do it through Pakistan. We going to have Pakistan middleman the whole deal. We going to send you over 8 whole boats of oil. Matter of fact, right, we fuck with y'all so much, we going to throw another 2 on top just so y'all know we men of our words, you feel me? And them bitches pulled up yesterday. So for niggas to be like, yeah, we ain't having deals and we ain't having talks, that's fucking nonsense. Y'all sitting here acting like my country getting decimated and tore to fucking bits like I'm desperate to make a deal. The United States ain't get hit with a fucking bomb yet. Meanwhile, them niggas getting decimated. Them niggas getting cooked. So, like I said, these niggas could lie to you, make it sound fly to you all they want, but trust me, like how I fucking said, I never lied about nothing since I sat in this motherfucking office. You feel me? Don't y'all see me stand on business every week? Quit fucking playing. Them niggas ready to make a deal way more than I am. You feel me? And we gonna get to the bottom of this shit soon. So yeah, it's Channel 16 News, and I'm gonna holler at y'all with the next update. But Donald Trump talking about some nigga, y'all gonna stop fucking lying. I just got 8 boats full of oil, and it came from y'all niggas. So fuck is you talking about? So yeah, I'm gonna keep y'all updated, bro. Thanks for coming to Channel 16 News.
Channel 16 getting it from the nigga perspective. You know what I'm saying? That translation. Sometimes black people need to get translated too. You know what I'm saying? Daddy bodies. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it moving.
What is your motive? If your child is mean, you don't feed him?
Of course, I do.
Oh. Doesn't God make the rain shine upon the just and the unjust?
Yeah.
Why should you withhold your wifely duty from your husband because he's mean? No, you can't have dinner because you're mean. No, I'm not gonna iron the clothes because you're mean. No, I'm not gonna give you anything to eat because you're mean. Those are not the things you withhold when he's mean.
That is true.
Because then he's gonna say, well, if you're not gonna serve my dinner, I won't bring home the money.
Which sometimes, well.
There you go. There it goes. And then so if you're gonna be mean like that, I'll go find some other woman. And then you brought it upon yourself.
What we say, man? It is what it is. Yeah, we got good demons and bad. We got angels and demons, bro. I don't know why you put it in alien terms. Motherfuckers been here forever. We've been calling them the same thing. It's only now that science has got involved that we call it something else. They try to deter our understanding of what we know. We already know what they are. It says so in the good book, does it not? It says so in the Quran, it says so in the Torah. These are principalities of good and evil that we battle with. Not flesh and blood, but moral.
Tell you what they
Listen.
Recently.
Listen to this man.
Was, and I put this in writing to the Pentagon in 2012 when I told this. Okay?
2012.
One thing she told me was, when you see Iran and Israel exchanging missiles, and I saw it, the way she tells me is a vision of, I see it like a living picture screen. I could see the rockets flying. Then all of a sudden, the orbs appeared out of the ocean and everywhere.
This is great.
And I told the government, if this happens, the orbs are going to appear and wake people up and stop it. That's what she told me. April 2026. Yeah. And okay, you know, you've put yourself in it there, Chris. It's okay. It's going to be, Chris Bledsoe says April 2026 is when it all happens. But I can tell you this, when I told this to the government about 2026, I just repeated what she told me. They immediately put remote viewers on. And all of a sudden, all the remote viewers are saying, oh my God, 2026, 2027, something is going to happen.
This man said when he told the government put remote viewers on her.
Okay, so a lot of you have seen that video. We watched it the other day, but for those who haven't, let me know your thoughts on it down below. I think it's quite strange what he just said, but what's even stranger is that these fire orbs, alien orbs, have started showing up in the last 24 hours. Look at all these clips. I haven't watched these yet. These have been sent to me, and these are real videos. This isn't AI. What are these things flying around? Do you think this is connected to what he was saying?
Dan, what is that? I don't know. I'm filming it.
I'm pretty sure my manager also thinks I'm like in my 30s.
Is it a rocket?
It might be a rocket. It looks very SpaceX-y to me.
It's coming here.
If it is, it's going to be wonderful.
Oh, wow. There's definitely a line there. Oh, wow.
Yeah. This is a great SpaceX viewpoint. It's SpaceX, by the way. Absolutely.
That's absolutely SpaceX?
Yeah.
I thought SpaceX was white. Oh,
No, this is SpaceX.
wait.
You see how the system kept trying to tell him what it was and what it is? No, like, dude's like, no, I thought it was white. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, I know what SpaceX looks like. It's a different fuel. They're using helium. You know what I'm saying? Like a balloon. Because that's what it is. But hey, this is not gas. This is real energy, y'all. Like I said, good and evil. Good and evil.
So you mean to tell me they stole all of our money, gave us relentless propaganda in order to artificially inflate AI, just for one of the largest AI companies to make a mistake, publish their source code, and now there's so many open and free versions of this extremely expensive proprietary AI that all of our tax-paying dollars went to. And now what? Now what?
I just pondered a thought because you said something, Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Remember when Nostradamus spoke about all that shit? And then there was the art. I don't know who. I'm pretty sure it was by him, where they had like the little orbs, little circles, two cylinders with the little darts and shit. What if that was art depicting the future? Like they also were sending remote viewers. You feel me? Like it wouldn't be unfathomable. It's simple. It's simply more possible because they had more means back then to do it. They didn't have all this technology trying to control their brain, make them think that something was happening that wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they did, but they didn't. You know what I mean? Not like us. We got MK Ultra, mind control, fucking. Nah, man. It's just weird. Just weird. Pay attention.
All you got to do is take care of yourself. Remember, these are not, the thoughts is not yours. Yes, you got them stressful thoughts. They go away as more and more you take care of yourself and be aware of that shit and just let it be. They're not yours. The more you learn how to meditate, you're going to look at life and you're going to see your purpose with a clear-eye view. As long as you can see yourself doing it, you happy. Bro, just let it flow. Continue doing whatever you're doing, going towards that manifest, whatever you wanted to do. It's going to happen. Literally, it's going to happen.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Boogie. Like they was telling the stories of our time before our time. Just like they was telling the story of Jesus' time before his time. You know what I'm saying? So they talk about us, and we have to fall in line with it, and that's where you get the whole deja vu, or this is the same similar situation type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when you know you're on the path that you're supposed to be on. When you don't get as much of that shit, that means that you're more attuned. You know what I'm saying? So if you get more deja vu, that means that the path that you're on isn't the right path, and you have to go and do something else. You know what I'm saying? So you can't keep doing the same thing and not learning. You know why? You know the definition. So let's get it.
Your intention is your biggest power, nigga. Your biggest power. When you wake up in the morning, you gotta pee. You know you about to pee. Your soul know you about to pee. Nigga, everybody, it don't matter what the, nigga, your deepest level of your core know you about to get up and pee. Or is you just gonna pee on yourself? Nigga, that shit is godlike. You're gonna go pee. Your intent, you're about to get up. You about to let that shit out. That's your intent. Now change that intent from peeing to something else. To like music, you drop the music. It ain't you want to get on the charts. You want to connect with a certain group of people who on that frequency. It's like an artist. The artist might be trash to y'all, but y'all don't know why he got this big, huge fan base and they love his music. They resonating with his shit.
It's on a deeper level. It's on a deeper level. You know what I'm saying? They resonate. Smoking on some of that Zai, you know, just shit some fire. Fire. That shit hot. Fire. We gonna get it. Tell him Kanye.
Hey, mama. I wanna scream so loud for you. Cause I'm so proud of you.
Let me tell you what I'm about to do, mama. You know I love you so. I never let you go. I wrote this song just so you know, no matter when you go. Last night I saw you in my dreams. Now I can't wait to go to sleep. Last night I saw you in my dreams. Now I can't wait to go to sleep. And this.
He said, man, that's a cigarette cough. You ain't fooling. No, I don't smoke cigarettes. I ain't smoked cigarettes in like 13 years, bro. It's been a while. Been a while since I've been smoking on that tobacco. Been a while. But I'm smoking straight flower now. But this shit harsh though, boy. This shit got some fucking fur, fucking white. Look, I'll show you some of this shit, boy. I tell you what, I sure do like weed and weed accessories. Look at that shit, frosty too. Shit smells delectable. I want to decarb it, eat it like popcorn. You feel me? You feel me? This shit, put that shit in like a toaster or some shit for like 15 minutes at like 200. That boy come out seeing stars. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Palm Beach Pete. You know what I'm saying? Palm Beach Pete.
Why y'all playing in our motherfucking face, bro? What the hoe? Man, shit. Look, Palm Beach Pete. I don't give a fuck if you Detroit Pete or whoever you, Atlanta.
Fucking trying to play in our faces, man. Act like we don't know what it is. But we know who you is, motherfucker. You on a $20 bill too, you some bitch time traveling motherfucker. God dang. Smack you with a backhoe.
gentlelady from Florida will state her inquiry.
I was wondering if the Speaker of the House of Representatives can explain why leadership on both sides, both Democrat and Republican, are cutting back-end deals to cover up public corruption in the House of Representatives for both Republican and Democrat members of Congress.
What she said. I'm what old girl said, man. I'm with that. What the fuck? What the fuck? Shit. What is up with that? Government over here cutting back in deals and shit. Where you getting the money from, government? How come we ain't getting reimbursed for this? You know what? I should call my sister to see if she did my taxes yet. Cause I'm not good with paperwork like that, man. It's hard when you got dyslexia, you know what I'm saying? Understanding that shit.
What if I can tell you that everything you want, everything you dream about already exists in the quantum field, but we are all programmed to be realistic and not dream and just work and work and work and work and eventually you get it. That's not how the universe works. You have to broadcast, your emotions have to align, because you're technically just a huge magnet. So everything you dream of, everything you want is already in the quantum field, just waiting for you to broadcast it and ask the universe for it. So always dream big and always remember that everything you want is in the quantum field waiting for you.
Got me. No, that shit some good shit though. But dude, that kid motherfucking. I already know the African motherfucker trying to take our shit, bro. Acting like them motherfucker, like we African Americans. No, nigga, we Afro Americans. Motherfucker, some of us is white Negroes. Just saying. Like what is we? Is we not indigenous Americans anymore? Like, what is this? Yo, we got 8 people in the building. Well, technically 5. What up, though, y'all? What up? What up? You know what I'm saying? Big Chopper Doctor in the building with it, too. Let's get it.
So tell me about Joe and your relationship with Joe, and what do I need to know? Like, what's the thing about the ice cream? He loves ice cream. You know, tell me about that.
Well, listen, ice cream is big. Pasta with red sauce, he can go deep on that. He really does like those aviator glasses. He knows he looks good in them. But
Try to smoke this shit by myself. I might not make it through the live. But what up, Angela? Yo. Good to have you. That's some crazy shit, right? All them people with their inside jokes. Sick sons of bitches. Let's play that again real quick.
So tell me about Joe and your relationship with Joe, and what do I need to know? Like, what's the thing about the ice cream? He loves ice cream. You know, tell me about that.
Well, listen, ice cream is big. Pasta with red sauce, he can go deep on that. He really does like those aviator glasses. He knows he looks good in them. But
man, tell you what, man, people is crazy. Think that they was gonna get away with that shit. Just like NASA. What the fuck? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's it. Try and run game on us again, y'all. I mean, we could clearly see the trajectory if we're high. If we're above it, we can clearly see above it. I don't know, something about aviator glasses and spaghetti. He says he really goes deep in spaghetti. Let's just say like this, man. When he be around them little redheads, you be sniffing hair, don't you? You could be touching them extra creepily long, rubbing up on them, sniffing them and whatnot. Man probably likes the shit still kicking. Yeah, that's not going to space. There's no reason why it to go down. None at all. But the thing is this though, when you do release this much gas, it does kind of resemble a helium balloon losing its air. Does it not? Just saying. I'm just saying. Allegedly. Well, it wasn't going to go straight up in the first place because then it would stop and come right back. Well, it would probably explode, let's be honest. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? These people, they ain't as smart as they think they is. When you keep throwing shit up at a fucking thing and we see the shit that you're throwing ain't going all the way up, well, we noticed some shit. You know what I'm saying? We noticed some shit.
This is a world flight map from 1930, and look how they were flying back then. They were using the Zeppelins or the blimps or whatever you want to call them. Here's one showing a path, and they show the pictures all the way around this. And then look at this. Here you go over here and across the Pacific. You have them as well. And then obviously you have your airplanes, but I'd much rather take a ride than that. Very interesting.
Yes, sir.
And you can see all the different areas they would fly, whether it's by plane or by the Zeppelin. And then these are all the different places going around the bottom. I can't make it out. I think this is Chinese, the language on here. I'm not sure. You can tell me. Thought it was really
Oh,
neat
that was their
There's a
escape.
lot of different
Their
areas,
escape.
different people.
What we call
Some of the buildings they show
lift.
like that.
Yeah.
And then like
Escape
this
lift.
one here.
And they just drop them straight down. Usually they have little tunnels like back in the day, and that's they had the tunnels where they slide back down.
But these are obviously all places that you could go visit. Look how big that building is. And then they would travel up here, as you can see, to that destination, and then going down to
The more I think about it,
Alaska.
it would be a lot easier to build most of these megalithic structures if we still had blimps. If we were still using Zeppelin.
Comment, let me know what you think about
How
that.
much
I
shit
thought
they
it was a
could
really
carry? Come on,
interesting
guys.
map. You can see the whole one here and just all the different areas they
It's
would
not that
travel
simple.
to. Well, they did that by plane going down here. Interesting. Versus taking this.
We're doing shit the hard way now.
As always, thanks for following, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for being a part of this. Always stay curious. Always. Until next time.
Always. crazy how they try to get us, man. It's crazy. Crazy mama jamas. But they gonna keep moving.
The only ones that need to understand what's going on is the ones that's woke up now. Now, let me explain this again. What do I mean by that? The reason why you are woke, because some incarnation passed in the past history, a couple of thousand years ago, you said we're going into a hibernation. You see what I'm saying? You say, okay, we've been on this world for a couple of thousand millions of years. Now it's time for us to go through the metamorphosis stage where we go to a higher realm, back to the godhood. Now, at that particular time, you say, well, you actually gave this planet up. You see what I'm saying? You outgrew it and you gave it to the cracker. That's why he's still out there looking for trees and National Geographic and searching for all this kind of stuff and always exploring because he's a baby. So you said, I'm going to wake up one day and I'm going to retake my planet. But it's going to be on a greater level than what you think is physical shit where you got all the damn automobiles and the cars and up in some corporate office with some suit on. You said I'm going to wake up. So you encoded or decoded within yourself a timer to go off on which you would wake up into the future. So you set your timer to go off that would wake you up into the future. And that's why a lot of you are being woke. You are coming alive, or you are waking up, or you are already woke. It's just a matter, when you wake, if you woke, somebody moved you into a new damn house while you were sleeping, you still got to learn the damn house and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some of you still find out where the bathroom is. The key is you are woke, and the process of being awake is to stumble through the maze. You got it? But you set the timer on when you was going to wake up. You understand where I'm coming from? Now, the other people, they haven't woke up yet, but if those people set their time to wake up at 11 o'clock, and you woke up at 6, I'll be damned if I set my timer to wake up at 11. You understand where I'm coming from? And you come up in there at 6 o'clock trying to wake my behind up. I'm going to be pissed off. You see what I'm saying? So the reason why you are catching resistance from the masses is because they haven't set their timers to wake up yet. There are some people that's woke, but they're searching. And that's why you can come and give a brother the knowledge. They got it the first day. And they own it, they can understand it. Then you can have a person, they can go to all the meetings, they can go to all the things based on a social thing, and they still can't bear witness to nothing. Still dead. So what you got is two different dimensions. You must understand. This is the physical world that is a hologram. But if you was to open yourselves up, the ones that are somehow interested in this knowledge, and see another person that's rejecting this, you would find out that you will have a semi-dim light that's came on. And those people's light is still dormant. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why you can't tell is because you're looking with these two eyes.
Yes, sir. But if we here right now, we up. Say right, that was showing the cave is crazy for me. What up, though, Red Cat?
Back to you, Megan, at the Space Coast.
Thanks so much, Gary. Now, one of today's 4 astronauts, of course, Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen. Let's go now to Jasmine with her next guest.
So much, Megan. Yeah, we're joining you. Back to you, Megan, at the Space Coast.
Thanks so much, Gary. Now, one of today's 4 astronauts, of course, Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen. Let's go now to Jasmine with her next guest.
So much, Megan. Yeah, we're joining you.
Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen. Let's go now to Jasmine with her next guest.
Watching pre-recorded green screens, it's kind of weird, right? CGI, all this stuff, and they think that the woke people wouldn't catch it. Next thing you know, when we have this internet blackout, because it's coming, it will be. You can mark it. It'll come. They're gonna try to do everything they can to disrupt us from communicating with each other. At this point in time, we must have a way of having smoke signals, as you would. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. I know. The thing is, shit, man, they predicted the shit. They said they gonna do it. They ain't lied yet. They ain't lied yet. Just saying. These motherfuckers is relentless with the shit too. They already know what it's gonna do. They know the outcomes and know the repercussions or the consequences, because they want the consequences to have some kind of justification for the means of bringing on a solution that they already have for a problem that they created. You know what I'm saying? Don't get that notion that people don't understand, because we get it.
Our planet and invaded us. We ain't have no motherfucking clouds, y'all. We ain't have no clouds. There was two big ass suns in the sky, shining 24/7. There was no nighttime, none of that either. Feel me? The whole purpose of clouds is to block out the sun, to stop your cosmic connection, all these divine nine beings connection to the sun as much as possible. Alright? So we have to ask ourselves. So why is it that black people have this cosmic connection to the sun and the planet, but if I'm a human being and I go sit in the sun, it starts to kill me, it starts to cook my skin, it starts to eat it. I literally need to put suntan lotion on. I need an ointment to be able to absorb any, because I can't absorb those cosmic rays, right? But why though?
Why though? Because they're vampires. Goddamn vampires. No, stop.
When your name is presented on a document with the first letter of your first and last name capitalized, it represents capitis diminutia minima, which occurs when a man's family relations alone were changed. It's a minimal loss of rights. When your last name appears in capital letters, it represents capitis diminutia media, which occurs when a man loses his rights of citizenship but not his rights to liberty. This means you can be fined and penalized but not enslaved or imprisoned. But when your entire name is capitalized on any document, it represents capitis diminutia maxima, which states that a man's condition changes from freedom to bondage. All rights of citizenship and family rights are surrendered. This means you can be fined, imprisoned, and enslaved in any amount for any duration at the whim of the state's suggestion. But it is important to note that if you do not legally bind yourself to these documents stating that you waive your rights and represent a corporation, you do not have to attend any court.
That's some good knowledge for your ass right there. I tell you what, that's some good knowledge. Let's keep it.
They know what's coming. It's just so many that don't understand or want to believe. Right now, they are about to open the fourth seal. And what's the fourth seal? Well, let's talk about it. Revelation chapter 6, verse 7. And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beast of the earth.
For those of you that follow me forever and ever, you know that I figured out the gematria codes and how they speak, and especially when they speak with hurricane names. Now, pay attention. All right, here we're going to plug Hurricane Erin into the gematria calculator, and I'm going to show you what I was talking about. We're going to get on down to it, so just bear with me, all right? It's talking about the fourth trumpet being blown, and these are the trumps, all right? We're going to keep on going. Just pay attention. We also have...
And you know what? From this day forward, I'm going to start watching these videos to see if I have to get another video. Because I'm tired of that shit. Serious tired of that shit.
Our counterintelligence program must prevent the rise of a black messiah.
That's what the counterintelligence program of J. Edgar Hoover and the government of the United States was all about. Well, wait a minute, J. Edgar. Why do you want to stop the birth of a messiah? Why would you use a religious term? It's because they knew that the messiah was to come up among you. They knew that the Jesus you would be looking for would be one of your own people.
They do.
See, this is why people question the moon. This is why people question NASA. Because this is a NASA spending apparently billions of dollars, right? Sending people to the moon for the first time in 50 years. And this is what they show us? CGI, right? Showing us a bunch of people in an office somewhere. This is what we're getting. Bro, where is the live feed of space? Where is the live feed of what's going on? Why are they showing us this? And I don't want to hear that they can't do it, right? Now when you got these like 16, 17-year-olds with a backpack going on Kick, getting on live in remote places of the world, NASA can get it done. NASA, if they really could, would have like I don't know, man, like a GoPro on a stick or something. I mean, I don't know what's going on.
I could tell you that's 1,800. Well, no, what is it? I think it's 183 billion a year. So, I could use some of that. I could really use some of that.
See, this is why people question the moon. This is why people question NASA. Because this is...
When I finally go to heaven, I get to talk to God. I'm going to say, why did you let all these people think I was so crazy? And God is going to say, well, it was a camouflage. I was protecting you.
He still sucked his cousin's dick, though. Just saying. He's on the right side now, right? Right? Hope so. Hope so.
Man, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. Hey, I had to do it. I had to do it. But go ahead and take a screenshot, as usual. And I make these little commentaries to actually not talk about it, but actually show you against the invaders and the peoples that not supposed to be here, what they've been doing. Now, a lot of people hate my content because I'm actually putting a picture under the law. That haven't been done. Only your boy Getty started it. But anyway, I don't care. Take the information, use it as you will. But go and take one more screenshot before I continue. And under 28 USC SS 454 2023, right? And as you can see with the arrow, any justice or judge appointed under the authority of the United States who engage in practice of law is guilty of high misdemeanor. So when you go to court, this judge talking about, oh, you owe this and you owe that, and they are con artists. They are infiltrators. They don't belong in North America. They all need to be arrested. Who appointed them? Think about it. Did you and I? Nah. Go back and look at every election that Washington, D.C. appointed anybody, including judges in towns. And then they try to push it off on towns hired them. It's still the same thing of the several states of the union. They all need to be arrested. They should have been arrested a long time ago of high treason. Right? They're guilty. Right? They're administrative. Administrative only deal with dead peoples. Dead in the eyes of the law. This is why they call you Black African American. It's all about you, Black people. It's not about nobody else. So you keep thinking it's about somebody else. No. Why you think you don't see no Africans in jail? Answer that. Why you think you don't see no Jewish people in jail? Answer that. Why you don't think you don't see no Amish people in jail? Answer that. Native Americans? Answer that. Hawaiians in jail? Answer that. Right? Come on now. I can get deep. But I'm going to stop right here. And show you that they all are enemies of the so-called Black Americans or the indigenous Indians on our land, that they need to be arrested. Is Trump doing this? We don't know, but all secrets revealed. If you'd like to donate $1, I greatly appreciate it.
To me, if you're practicing, yeah, because only God can judge. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. The reason why Jesus died is because the Jews couldn't judge. So they gave him to the Romans to do it. And since we're still under Roman law, catch the roll.
Very good to meet you, brother. Nice to meet you, man. Yes, sir. So, some of the park employees say y'all need to, if y'all are doing like a little protest or whatever. Oh, no, there's no protest. Well, I guess they just don't like what y'all are doing. Oh, they don't like when it's white slaves? I'm just here, portraying how it could have been. How you doing back there, my brother? You all right? Love to see you, my man. Yes, sir. These are mine right here. I got them earlier today at the auction. And, we're just doing what we do. Hey, look, I'm with y'all, you know what I'm saying? What's your name? Jordan, is that? Can I talk to you? I can't do an interview. No, I was just going to ask if you want to take a laugh. The tables have turned, my brother. Oh, shoot.
That's what they're scared of. Tell you the truth, that's exactly what they're scared of. They do not want to see that happen to them because they will not be able to work in the daylight.
In the back of our truck are some small mirror fragments from a previous project. I selected 3 pieces varying in shape and size. The largest mirror is rectangular shaped, and the 2 smaller mirrors consist of a triangle and a square. At a very close distance, all three mirrors reflect the same intensity of light, and as expected, reflect their true shape and size. But as the target is moved away from the reflecting mirrors and the focal length is extended, something amazing begins to occur. All three reflections become round, and even though the mirrors are of different sizes, all three reflections project the same diameter circle. The only difference being the larger mirror's image of the sun is brighter than that of the smaller mirror.
So just think about them holes in the sky. They're speckling through the soot ass fucking firmament, because that's what it is. Sooty ass firmament. Let's shine little holes through it. And them little shining holes are fixed on the firmament's sooty ass layers. You know what I'm saying? If it was a city walk, you know, soot, the smoke, that carbon filter shit that sits on top of shit that's all black. That's what our firmament's made of. It's like a crystal layer. Think about it like this. Soot can be black and gray. And so it's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? But our plane has so many fires. On top of that, we got a fucking hot ball of gas and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's basically just like cooking and shit. And it's just making more soot. You know what I'm saying? But that soot is reflective, kind of. So it's kind of weird. That's why you get the white skies now instead of the blue ones. Maybe they're just pumping other shit in the atmosphere, right? I mean, that's what they're doing.
Man, get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. Hey, I had to do it. I had to do it.
That's how I was all day, like that. You know, let me check out some of this footage they got over here of this damn Artemis shit. I want to see what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fuck. Phony as fuck.
Yes, the world is going into chaos. The world is collapsing. But North America is self-sufficient, right? So these past few months, Donald Trump has been picking a fight with Denmark over Greenland, right? He's been threatening Canada. He's been threatening Mexico. He's been threatening Colombia. He's taking over Venezuela. He's been threatening Cuba. He's been threatening Honduras, Nicaragua. Why is he doing this? Because they're all part of the grand vision for Greater North America. Okay, what Peter Hegseth calls Greater North America. The technate. All right? And this is a response to Moscow's Third Rome. If Moscow is going to build this grand alliance in order to weather the storm, then America has no choice but to also build this grand alliance as well in order to protect itself in this coming storm. All right? So what Donald Trump has recognized is that Putin is right. The world is collapsing. There's nothing we can do to save the world. So let's just accelerate it in a way that allows America to benefit from this collapse. Okay? So by collapsing the GCC, by collapsing the Middle East, you make Asia and Europe now dependent on North American energy and fertilizer exports. And this allows you the resources, the motivation to create the technate, okay? This self-sufficient economy, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't wrong. You gotta get the serpent's head first.
You wanna know something else I done noticed? Is when you somebody who don't do shit but tell the truth, motherfuckers don't like you because of that. Like, a lot of people will just not like you just because you tell the fucking truth. What the hell is wrong with y'all? I be trying to tell people this shit all the time. 95% of the shit you believe is a fucking lie. We live in a world of deception and lies. It's so much shit the average person believes that's just bullshit, and they don't even realize it. It's like Plato's allegory of the cave. You don't even realize what you believe in is some fucking shadows on the wall. That ain't even real reality. And it's wild. Cause when you really be a truth teller, they don't like your ass. They like the lying motherfuckers. They like the motherfuckers that believe in the delusions and shit. People like that shit. And that perfectly explains why I've never felt like I belonged my whole life. It perfectly explains why even as a 3-year-old, I used to be angry all the time. It's like God put me here and already let me know that I knew something was off about this world. From a jit, I already knew. This shit ain't right. Something ain't right here. And I ain't talking about God in no fucking Christian, Catholic, religious way. I ain't talking about it like that. Just God. The purest form of energy itself that is the creator of all things. It's like I knew from a jit. This shit ain't right, bro.
He said since you showed it, I can relate.
Who was the last president that didn't kiss the wall? Who was the last U.S. president to question Israel about anything? Who was the president that wanted to keep the value of the U.S. dollar?
That was that president too.
I want black men to understand something. Is that we lost the right to dictate to the black woman who, why, and what she can be. By and large, we do nothing to preserve the protection and the sanctity of black communities. Most black men, all you tap dancing bastards do are talk about the by and by. You niggas always look at other men's accomplishments as your own. Part of your argument now as the black man is to stop a black woman from speaking by saying, but men built the country. Nigga, what men? And where the fuck was your ass when it was being built? You niggas can't build a resume, much less a goddamn country. You motherfuckers only talk about Tulsa and you ain't never attempted to rebuild another one. But you can quickly remind somebody that it used to exist and that the white man came and burned it down. Well, nigga, rebuild it. All you motherfucking history buffs always able to talk about, Seneca Village and Rosewood. Nigga, rebuild it. Since you motherfucking head of household leaders of the community ass niggas out here, you ain't rebuilding shit nor building.
So they could burn it back down, nigga?
But you having conversations about it because it makes you look like a leader, that you got some kind of knowledge of history. Nigga, you ain't shit and you ain't about to be shit. Black women don't owe you nothing.
This Uncle Tom ass nigga.
They don't owe you submission.
You don't understand
because
that
of the melanin that you share.
Are degraded by motherfucking drugs.
You beat black women
they
down
push
for
drugs
generations.
In our community.
And again, as I always say, you told black women to choose better, make better choices.
Rob people.
And now that they are choosing better and making better choices, you tap dancing bastards are mad that those better choices don't include you. Have a good day.
No, we ain't. What is he talking about? This dude's on some tomfoolery. He don't forgot about passport, bro. Epidemic that was going on with them and everything, man. Then they started getting passports and wonder why they was catching diseases. I went to the kitchen and came back to this. That's what I'm saying, man. This dude was on some fuckery and shit. Dude's like straight cuck boy and shit. I don't know what the fuck he was on. He was smoking crack. Smoking crack.
The most potent energy, I'm talking about from sun gazing, getting nature, everything. The most potent, strongest energy, the highest I have ever been on a spiritual level is when I was holding on, when I was on my semen retention journey. I don't give a fuck how much you meditate. I don't care how much you eat healthy. I don't care what you do. Nothing compares to holding on to your sexual energy. It is the hardest fucking thing you can ever accomplish in your life. And it's the best thing you can ever do for yourself. They want your energy so bad, my nigga. Even the good girls, bruh. The good girls that be, my nigga, the good girls that don't have OnlyFans. They not posting nudes. They not twerking. They good girls. Every blue moon, every once in a while, they gonna post a picture with a bikini on. You gonna see that pussy print through the panties. It's a trap. Even if you following the good girls that's working out every once in a while. You know the girls that's working out, taking care of their body, they not thoughts at all. They good girls. Every once in a while, you gonna see them working out with some leggings on. You can see that ass through them leggings. You can see the pussy print through the leggings. It's all a fucking trap for your energy. My nigga, literally.
Remember in the Matrix, the girl in the red dress when Neo went into the Matrix with Morpheus? They were walking down the street. He turned around, looked at the girl, turned back to Morpheus, and then turned around and looked at the girl again. Dude was shooting. Yeah. It's a trap. Don't veer off from the objective.
Hello.
I'm Officer Leonard Metro. We're just wondering what you were doing here.
I don't answer questions.
Okay, why not?
I have a right not to.
Okay, well look, you do. Let me explain a few things, okay? I'm a police officer.
Right.
Okay, this is my area, this is my zone. I'm here all the time.
Yeah,
okay?
Hermitage.
Yes, and I'm here in this particular parking lot quite often, and I just don't usually see a Jeep here. And I was just wondering what you're doing, because it's weird to me there's a Jeep here that's usually not here. That's why I'm making contact with you.
I'm not.
If you're not doing anything wrong, we got nothing to worry about.
I'm not obligated to help you with your investigation.
You are obligated to talk to me as a police officer. Okay, I have the right to ask you simple questions.
Yes,
such as,
you do.
What are you doing here?
I have a right to refuse to answer them.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then I have a right to ask for your ID.
For what reason?
Because you're refusing to cooperate with me.
So you want to do something punitive to me?
Nope.
You want to punish me?
I just want to figure out who you are.
On video,
I
right?
didn't.
You just told me that.
Nope.
You said because I didn't want to do what you wanted. That's you were going to punish me.
I did not. Those are your words, not mine.
That's exactly what happened.
You know, this goes a lot easier if we just are nice with each other.
It would be. Why don't you leave me alone? I'm not doing anything wrong.
So then tell me what you are doing here.
It's none of your business.
Do you work
here? It really is not any of your business.
Do you have anything to do with this building?
I'm not breaking a law.
Okay.
Now, you can do your investigation, but I'm not going to aid you in it. Period.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, you do understand that because you're here, I have no idea who you are and why you're here.
You don't need to.
I have the right to detain you.
I'm on private property. Well, detained is the same as arrested, so what am I arrested for?
It's not the same. Detained just means you can't leave.
Basically,
nope.
It is.
You don't go in handcuffs and you're detained.
What am I detained for? What crime?
Because you're refusing to cooperate with me right now. And you have
I don't have to. I don't have to communicate with you. I don't have to cooperate
Man, just
with
tell me what you're doing here.
That's all this is about. It's none of your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then let me see your driver's license.
For what cause?
Because I don't.
Because I don't answer your questions.
Because I have a reason.
You want my driver's license.
I have a reason to believe that you are here and you're not supposed to be here.
What?
That is what's called reasonable suspicion.
What's the reason? Because I'm in a parking lot.
Yes.
So
and you are normally not
go
here.
into any private parking lot and harass people.
That's not what I'm doing.
That's exactly what you're doing.
Those are your words,
and
not
you're
mine.
pouting because you're not getting your way.
I'm not pouting.
So you're going for my ID like a.
I have a right to ask for anyone's ID I come in contact with.
You can ask anything.
Okay. Can you step out of the car for me?
For what?
You're not going to be placed in handcuffs, but you are being detained.
For what?
I would feel more comfortable if you stepped out of the car. Okay?
For what?
Step out of the car.
You're not going to arrest me, so
I'm
why
not
do
going
I
to
need
arrest
you out of the car?
I need you to get out of the car.
For what reason?
So we can have a conversation.
Please get your supervisor.
We need to have a conversation.
We need to talk to your supervisor.
And we can make that happen.
Get your supervisor. Please call your supervisor.
I will do that once you hand me your ID. I'll make that deal with you.
Please call your supervisor.
Ma'am, I need to know who you are.
Please call your supervisor.
Is this person here related with you? Why are you being so difficult with me?
It's not difficult. I'm not obligated to do your investigation. I don't care about your investigation. I'm sitting here trying to be in a parking lot, and you're f***ing with me.
I'm not. Have I told you anything wrong? Have I told you anything bad? Have I said anything Everything that's bad has happened from your words, not mine. Hey, Moss. Is he with her? Yeah. Hey, sir. I'm Officer Leonard. Me and my partner were in body cameras. Look, she's being extremely difficult with me. I'm just trying to have a conversation with her, okay? I can't help. Look, let me just tell you why we're here. This is my area, okay? There's usually not a car parked here, and I just wanted to speak with her and figure out what she was here, why she's here. That's all it's about. And she's refusing to answer my questions.
I'm here every night, midnight at 1 o'clock.
Okay, do you clean the building?
No, I'm here to pick this shit up and this right here and carry it to Knoxville.
Okay.
Every night. Been doing this for 5 years.
Okay. You guys, look, I have no reason to believe that you're not telling me the truth, okay? All I need...
I promise you, I just unlocked that door with this key.
You have a key for the building?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I just went in and got my...
Okay.
This is my job.
Okay. And again...
Some people have a job.
I believe you. I do too. Now, understand from my point of view, just being the zone officer, I'm here all the time. I normally don't see a car parked here. It was just a little bit weird. That's called what we call reasonable suspicion in my job, okay? When I have that, I have the right to talk to people, ask a couple questions, figure out what's going on, and as long as everything checks out, we all go on our way. That's all this is. You do. You are wrong.
No, we don't have to answer your questions.
You do.
No.
As a police officer, I have that authority.
You can ask me anything you want, but I'm not obliged to tell you anything.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you? Can I please have it?
See how it's done, you guys? You see how it's done? Like a fucking pro. Mwah. Yeah. That's how you do it. Remember these words, you guys. I'm not obligated to help you in your investigation. Let me talk to your supervisor. I'm requesting your supervisor on scene. I'm requesting your supervisor on scene. I do not answer questions. I do not answer questions. Good day, sir. I'll wait for the supervisor. Thank you. I said good day, sir. I said good day. And you just end it right there.
But here's a good one. There are apparently bubbles in space during spacewalks.
Clearly, they are filming it underwater.
They're faking zero gravity by using salinated pools.
Wait, I have a question though. Underwater, you're still gonna sink, no?
In a salinated pool, you can put salt in the pool to change the buoyancy. Got multiple clips of them like CGI glitches, guys.
But can I ask a little bit more of a deeper question, which is, I understand you can show a lot of videos of this, but why? Tell me why.
Well, hold on. I gotta get my crystal ball so I can divine their motives. They take $70 million a day. They're laundering money through the space agencies, in my opinion. Also, they wanted to hijack the science so that they are in complete control. So it's just a method of control for them. They don't need the $70 million a day. They print the money, guys. And so the more you're watching the rocket launches, the more you're thinking about a moon landing, the less you're paying attention to what they're doing on an island.
Yo, got 6 viewers vibing with us. Thank you for your thumbs up. We just need like 3 more thumbs up though. Appreciate it.
It's the Boule Secret Society, capital B-O-U-L'-E. It is a black skulls and bones. They are worse than any skinhead. They are worse than any Klansman. On the 15th of May of 1904, in the city of Brotherly Love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the hometown of the Prince Masonic Order, the Boule Secret Society was formed by 9 Negroes. Okay? Now, these 9 black men, beginning with Dr. Henry McKee Minton, and the last one, Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois, who was the biggest sellout because he was the one who had betrayed black America in a 2-fold way. Actually, a 3-fold way. Number 1, Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois, who's revered in the annals of black American history and throughout the black diaspora, worked with Margaret Sanger of Planned Parenthood. And he told Margaret Sanger in 1928, a year before she set up shop on the corner of Malcolm X, which is now Malcolm X Boulevard and 125th Street, which is 125th and Lenox Avenue in Harlem. If you want to gain access to black America, you have to target the black pulpit. These churches, okay. So in 1929, the Harlem Pastoral Alliance, 500 black ministers from Harlem and from around the 5 boroughs of New York City were paid off by this witch, this whore, Margaret Sanger, who herself had 3 children. 2 of her children did not belong to her husband. One belonged to H.G. Wells, okay? And the other one belonged to Cecil B. DeMille, the Hollywood director. And she said the worst place for a black child to be is in his or her mother's womb, okay? These people are driven by the demons of Genesis 6, the fallen angels, okay? So the Boule Secret Society, May 15, 1904, started with Rockefeller Foundation money, okay? Whereas the term the talented 10th did not come from Dr. Du Bois, it came from John D. Rockefeller, who gave it to Du Bois. Now, for your listeners, they may be wondering, what is the paradigm of the talented 10th? That the Boule Secret Society would be the conduit which they would choose 1 out of 10 African-American men and women of a lighter hue to represent the masses.
See now,
the Boule Secret Society.
Now, it makes more sense why the black agenda, what the white people's Boule agenda, or whoever's Boule, yeah. What are those people? Margaret Sanger and them people right there, yeah. Those people, Rockefeller, all them people, they're the reason why we have Planned Parenthood in black communities. The reason. Yeah, I'm on, got on phone, TV, and big screen. Yeah. See, I got my big screen, my gaming screen, my tablet, and then I'm on this streaming. So that's why I said 3 viewers, only 1 could talk. So yeah, let's get the last one right here. Then we're gonna switch over to the other one.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Don't worry, this is being recorded on
No, it's fine. It's for me.
Do you have a driver's license on you?
No, I'm traveling under my land rights.
Okay. Is this your car by chance?
It's under a trust.
It's under a trust? Okay. So do you have a driver's license to operate?
None of that. I'm traveling under my land rights.
Okay.
That's it.
So the sticker on your car shows that it's registered, but it's expired by like 2 years or something.
Because I'm traveling under my land rights. It's under the trust. It's not under me.
So a vehicle still has to be registered to operate on the roads in the state of Arizona.
I could travel through Arizona.
Correct, but a vehicle operating on our roads has to have registration.
I'm not a part of y'all jurisdiction. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, you are, sir. You're in the city of Phoenix right now. You're very much part of my jurisdiction.
I'm not a part of it. I'm traveling through the jurisdiction, but my land rights say I could travel everywhere freely. I could travel.
Correct. That is one of your rights as a citizen.
I could travel. I'm not driving.
You are. This is a motor vehicle.
No. I'm traveling in my land vessel. I'm not
motor vehicle operating on the streets of the city of Phoenix
in your
state
opinion,
of Arizona.
I get it. In your opinion, I know the law.
I do too, sir.
I know all of that, and
Okay.
I'm not a part of it. I remove myself from all jurisdiction of America.
You removed yourself
from any jurisdiction of America. Yes, it is governed. It went to the Treasury, the U.S. Treasury, everything.
Okay. So this is registered under a trust, but it's your trust,
It's a
right?
trust.
Okay, so why'd you register this car if you
No, I didn't do anything. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. So what's your name, brother? Just so I can talk to you like a person.
I'm traveling on my land rights, man.
And I'm just
I understand Bro, I'm not trying to be an asshole.
I understand. No, you're being very polite. I respect that.
But I understand if I confirm anything with you, then that puts me back in this jurisdiction. I understand the codes. I understand all
The
of
right
that.
to travel with Carl Miller, military veteran, shot for your country, shot multiple times, was trying to explain to people how our rights have been converted into privileges and we're slaves. You say whatever you want, but cops are pulling over the regular Joes taking their labor while child trafficking is rampant. So you can say it however you want. Either the government's so stupid they don't know how to prioritize our officers, or we're all just a bunch of slaves and they just pull us over and ticket us because there is not one rich person ever affected by a traffic stop. It doesn't hurt them. They don't lose their license, nothing. It's a means against the poor. That's called a title of nobility. If you don't know, it's forbidden in the Constitution, but they found how to change it. And since nobody knows, I don't know, are you 200 years old? Nope. So you don't know. But what about this gentleman?
Donald Sullivan isn't your typical guy. The retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel voted for Ron Paul in the recent election and says our government has gotten too far away from the republic our forefathers founded.
We don't have control of our own property anymore, our own lives, or our own anything. The state regulates and taxes everything.
Sick of the government micromanaging his life, Mr. Sullivan staged a unique form of protest. There's no state-issued license plate on his truck. You won't find an inspection sticker either. Sullivan says he doesn't need them, and he's been driving around without them for the last year and a half.
You see, a lot of people are attempting to do what these two military vets have done. Both of them have won and lost cases. I've looked into both of them. Carl Miller's like a legend in the right to travel. But because of all of that, we created this, How to Travel in the Private, because we've been pulled over many times and been successful every single time. Number one, with how to be respectful and not get in trouble. Number two, where's the limit so you don't get in trouble. And number three, the most important part, how to litigate the situation. How do you actually go to court, stand up for your rights, file the right documents, know what you're talking about, know when it's your turn to talk, know when it's your turn to object, how to actually win once you get in there. Due process defender, something that nobody has ever had until now, from my family to yours. This AI litigation tool will teach you how to play offense, defense, sue them if they violate your rights, hold government officials accountable, beat speeding tickets like nothing. This tool will teach you more about your rights than any government education ever could, would, or will ever do. The book is found on Amazon. You just type in How to Travel in the Private. It comes right up. The hardcover's $55, paperback's $33, the Kindle's $10. The AI litigation tool, go right here, statenationalsrock.com, where you can be the change you want to see. Read the About Us page, join the membership. It's like Costco or Sam's. After that, you hit the Shop All button. There it is, Due Process Defender AI. I told you guys, State Nationals, we rock.
We rock until they fucking take off that motherfucking Wi-Fi. Then we fuck. You know what I mean? No, but for real, we be fucked. Unless we have all this shit on like some kind of like download like you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But we about to go over to the other side. Switch the room up, y'all know what I'm saying? Switch the room up. Alright. Sometimes my controller on my PlayStation be messing up. It's a little irritating. But I'll get through it, you know what I'm saying? Get through it.
I'll switch your wife out and I'll put another one of your wife in her side of her body. And they're walking around and you think that's your wife and it's not your wife. This is what's going on. It's no longer, like I said, it's no longer spiritual. We've figured out how to, turn into spirit and exchange the soul in order to control the vessel. So if I have the vessel and I'm just nothing but spirit, I can ruin your life. That's what everybody has been going through. So they can't recognize it unless you say things like the switch. So when they watch that and they see that there's other people that can identify other than me, it's not just me playing games. It's the truth. We have to be careful with who we want. You'll be in the car with Paul, man, but you're really in the car with Peter. But that's Paul's body. But why is Peter in Paul's body? You know, I've been going through this for a while in order to figure out and identify every soul inside of every vessel, to where we can all identify it, and it's not just me that can do it. We can all identify who we are. We can all say, you know what, we're still here.
So how do I know Orlando's in Orlando's body right now?
Ah, man, I would be 6 inches taller. Haven't you seen Kanye?
Why does Ray J look like Kanye now?
Probably because he is.
You say that a lot. You say a lot of people are other people.
Well, no, bro, you have to look at the vessel and look at how things work. If you love someone, you should know how they work inside of their own vessel. When they move that spirit to the next vessel, they still do the same.
So have any of you guys watched The Skeleton Key yet? I know you guys watch Get Out. These things talk about hoodoo and body swapping. You know, certain psychedelics you can do such. I wouldn't recommend it. I would not recommend it.
So you got the media distracting you with the 3 million Epstein files that just got dropped. Cool. Meanwhile, you have the spiritual community speaking about what the sun is about to get ready to drop. Do you guys see how angry that thing is? Oh my goodness. You guys cannot tell me that y'all have not been feeling that energy from the sun. This is the only thing to really talk about, y'all. I told y'all that the sun is angry, bro. It's been trying to send us light codes and they've been stopping it. I mean, wouldn't you be angry too if you were getting bombarded and poisoned by chemtrails every single day? Look at this. See? Let's continue to get it. Peace in.
And I do agree with you on that vehicle registration being a scam thing. I think insurance is a scam because you don't get none of that money back at the end of the year. You just keep paying into this motherfucking shit and you don't get none of that shit back. It don't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And then they only giving you like 10% of what the fuck? Huh? And then if your car breaks down, you can't even use that shit, can you? Like, I need that money for my car. It's broken now. You gonna fix my car for me? I mean, shit. And then you still gotta pay all the shit even though it's broke. Fucked up. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It's all a scam. So I'm about to give me an electric skateboard or some shit, electric scooter. Just fucking get around on that shit like Marty McFly and shit.
Zodiac represents a principle of righteousness. And you have all the signs in you. Those are energies within you, okay? Well, what you're talking about when you say I'm a Virgo, I'm a Capricorn, you're talking about your sun sign. That's your focus in life. What did I come into this life to focus on? We all, when we were on at a higher consciousness, we chose this life. We decided, I can accomplish this mission. When the energies were ripe for you to walk the path of the mission you chose, that's when you came into this life to demonstrate that path, you see. Each sign of the zodiac plays a part. It's an energy makeup of you, okay? The sun represents your focus, your moon, how am I emotionally, how do I feel about things? You have a rising sign, what are my actions, what do I do? You know, you have a Mercury sign, how do I think? Venus, how do I love? You have your Mars, how do I fight? What is my aggression? We go to Taurus, we're talking values. Taurus represents what you value in life, you see, our values. Gemini is going to represent understanding. Cancer represents your families, your heritage, your nurturing energy. Leo represents your creativity, your children, your pleasure. This is the ruling energy. Leo represents children, it represents creativity, it represents the rulers, you see. Virgo energy is the healer, you know, the purger, the purifier. Let's cleanse. Libra is the partnership in marriage, you know, or justice, balance, equality. Scorpio represents bonding. Sagittarius, spiritual wisdom. Capricorn, sacrifice, humbleness. You know, Aquarius is the humanitarian. And Pisces is the compassionate one. If you leave one of these principles out, you're an aberrant entity. You're not whole, you're not full, and you're not sacred. And the only way to access the spiritual is to be full and whole and sacred. And that's why the earth is going through this tear down, this degradation, because now it's going against the grain of the dominant force of the universe. The universe is about sacredness, it's about righteousness, it's about being whole and full and using all of these. You know, the powers that be, they are not practicing the Libra, you know, justice. They're not practicing values. They're not practicing humbleness. And if you're leaving out one, just one, you're not whole. You're not full. You don't make the cut. You don't ascend to the higher level, you see.
So, gotta learn how to use all this stuff. The energy's in you. You're a wizard or a witch, sorceress or warlock. It depends on how you use your magic, really, and your intentions are really what it's about. Because you put your intent into it, that's why it happens. So our intentions is to get modified, get us a PC. You know what I'm saying? That way we can game and conversate about stuff like that all in one rip. You know what I'm saying? Entertain the bastards. Because a lot of people like just watching gaming and shit. I'd rather have something to talk about while I'm gaming. That way I have good perspective though. You know what I'm saying? It's good shit. Good hell.
We do not know how long we have been underground.
Hold on now.
We do not know how long we have been underground, or who built the silo. We do not know why there is no life outside the silo. We only know that here is safe, and there is not.
What's the big question?
What if everything you know to be true was one big lie?
What we see is not what's out there.
We do not know why we are here. We do not know who built the silo and why we are underground. We only know the world outside our sanctuary is death.
Do you ever think about the world beyond the silo?
What if what we see is not what's out there? Without a mechanical, there's always someone who has a theory about the silo. I need to find out the truth.
Bravo, King. Bravo.
Okay, this video was just released from, I assume, the ISS of Earth from space, clearly extremely curved, and there's a couple things that don't quite add up when you actually analyze this. Before we can do that, though, in its entirety, you have to hear the audio from this clip, and that's where things get a little bit weird. And by the way, I'm sure they're not using a fisheye lens. So listen carefully. Do you hear that? This is the official video they released. What's that noise, you might be wondering? Wait a minute, is there sound in space? So I decided it'd be fun to ask ChatGPT about this, and it gave me a pretty interesting answer. So no, there's no sound in space, unless you're in like a nebula or something, which I'm sure is real, right? Then I say, then why is there sound on a NASA video looking at the Earth from the ISS? And it says, oh, that's a classic confusion. The sound you hear from NASA videos from the International Space Station is not coming from space itself, it's coming from inside the ISS. And I say, no, the video is filmed outside of the ISS. And then it says, oh, that detail changes things a bit and explains why it seems confusing. If the camera is outside the ISS, any sound you hear cannot be coming through the vacuum of space. It's physically impossible. Sound needs a medium. So he says, here's what's actually happening. Audio is added in post-production. For public-facing videos, NASA often overlays sound, like crew voices, machinery hums, and ambient effects, so the video is more engaging. And then get this, does NASA use CGI? Yes, but not in the way conspiracy theories suggest. It's for scientific visualization, simulating black holes, galaxies, planetary atmospheres, and spacecraft trajectories. Okay, but they do use CGI. That's all I got. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and follow for more.
No, we don't use CGI, but we're going to name off everything that we use CGI for that we show you. And that's everything. What the fuck? The fuck? One thing you don't show us is CGI is when they're having meetings and shit. Crazy. Fucking crazy.
Zodiac represents a principle of righteousness. And you have all the...
I can't play around. I fucked up Piers Morgan shit. He sent me a fucking DMCA.
Wait, what'd you do?
I was supposed to like not live stream the interview with Piers Morgan. And I just waited until the producer took off his headset, then hit go live.
Wow.
How can we like hang out? Like, I mean, shit. I mean, hey, we can hang out in my chat. You don't want somebody to like pump you, make you bigger than you already are?
Who you? Who you? What can you do for me?
Only time will tell, right?
What can you do for me though?
My man, did you want to see on my contact number? We gotta sit on top.
Wait, no. What can you do for me?
Huh?
What can you do for me?
What? The thing is, what could I not do for you?
Ooh. Can you give 10,000 subs?
10,000 what? One more time? Subs. Clarify that, please.
That's subscriptions. On live stream.
I can get you a lot more than that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And your job was to
how do I link in with this guy, dude?
And
he might be Illuminati.
Use creators or podcasters as an asset for the CIA's objectives. How might you design that plan if we were just hypothesizing?
You would have to have a goal that would be specific enough that you could actually track the progress to it. So you can't just say, well, I'm going to pay this podcaster X amount of money and we're going to do something with the algorithm to make him vastly popular among men, 18 to 30, let's say. There's got to be more to it than that. It has to be a message. You've got to be able to get a specific, well-honed message out there. And the message can be anything.
They're going to want to make you gay. Don't drink the water. Just saying. Just saying.
What's this here? Les Wexner's attorney during his House Oversight Committee deposition.
It was just regularly done.
shit.
This is the first step along your path to a gateway.
This is your first step on your path to a gateway. Anyway, so this is a deep dive into the GATE project, the Gifted and Talented Education. I have this broken down by category, and the GATE program, aka the Gifted and Talented Education, or known as GT or G&T or even TAG. It all depended on where it was and where you're located when this was going on. A lot of times you'll get things dating back to either the 80s, sometimes 70s, and testimonials even from the 60s. Let's just get started because there's a lot to go through. GATE was supposedly created for those who were higher on the academic ladder, so that way they could get the correct education that they deserved and needed in order for them to progress. These classes were not in your normal schoolroom or in the building. Sometimes they were in the building, but they'd take you to a other room that either you didn't really know about, or it was some other, let's say, education room that just wasn't used. Other than that, there are reports of people being taken off their normal school campus and going to a gifted and talented education facility. As to where these are, they vary, but they were all over the country at different points in time. So other than giving them the opportunity to progress, they would also give them more challenging courses higher than the average curriculum that they were getting. What would normally happen from a lot of these testimonials is that you'd be sitting in class and everything would be going according to plan, according to your daily agenda. And all of a sudden, somebody would walk into the classroom, come up to you and say, you know, we have to go somewhere. We have to go do a test really quick. Or they would say something along those lines to get you to come out of the classroom with them. And this had to have been in conjunction with the teacher, because they would let these people come in and take you out. And so you would usually be taken out solely. So it's just you. There are other people who have said that they've gone with other people. It all, again, depends on who's telling this. And when you go there, you are given these tasks that you're not necessarily briefed on why you're supposed to be taking them. The tests that were given varied drastically. Some of them would come off as hearing tests, IQ tests, and pattern recognition tests. However, things weren't exactly going how they appeared, allegedly. But to fully understand where and how all of this came to be, you have to understand the history of what GATE came from, and its own history, as well as its supposed involvement into a couple other things that are concerning to say the least. And I'm not talking like too much cereal in your milk.
Take your skin off. Take it off. Put it in your walls. Take it off. Can't you hear my heartbeat beating through the walls?
That's crazy. The ending was out there. That was out there. What's yeah.
This is the first step along your path to a gateway beyond which is discovery, your own discovery of reality, of truth, of who and what you are.
Yeah, I got one of those freckles. Do you? It's weird. Got it on both arms. That's right.
My brother Jay-Z, Team Rock, Adam Blackstone, Hell's Kitchen, the Most High.
Good evening, godless sodomites.
Kneel before your God, Babylon!
Making me the highest paid megalomaniacal boy king in all of Babylon!
You see, if you go and visit the very home of the Oscars,
where they hold it each year, you can see a plaque on the wall that says the Babylonian Court. The camera shows you the stage, and you see an unmistakable Tower of Babel embedded into the design. Outside of the Kodak Theater, you have the gates to Ishtar, and you have Babylonian gods put on the outside of the gates. They have the exact elephants. They have the same exact gate of Ishtar. They have the same exact Babylonian gods over the top of the gates.
A lot of people come up here and they thank Jesus for this award.
I don't know what you're referring to. Oh, the freckle on the forearm. Yeah. What Red said. Red's back. Where'd you go, Red, man? You was gone for a minute. I know, because Angela was like, man, I'm the only one here talking. I'm like, I know, right? Where'd everybody go?
Regarding the GATE program and any other child development program that's in schools for extraordinary students or gifted and talented students, there was this comment yesterday's episode. Nika wrote, "Hey, Shannon, a tag GATE kid here, total memory blackout from ages 4 to 10, the exact years," because that was responding to a comment of somebody else who had a memory blackout being a part of this program. The exact years that I was at Fort Hood on base. Later 80s, early 90s, military brat. Dad was a doctor doing residency adjacent to a biolab at the Army hospital. I wouldn't follow protocol as a kid after the program had skipped me a grade, etc. And so after the Army, I got shuffled through 4 different schools that I later discovered are all connected to the DoD through the Aspen Education Group. I think they changed the name. I have docs, but yeah. And shell companies. I've gone through hell and back with loads of FOIAs to my name, just trying to figure out what happened to me at Turnabout Ranch in Escalante, Utah. New Horizons Academy, now closed for abuse in Marion, Indiana. Its sister school, child slaver labor work camp in the middle of nowhere called Missinaibi Woods Academy in Canada. They have another school in the DR, but I didn't go there. Also, Darlington in Rome, Georgia, and of course, Texas. The struggle is real. Keep up the good fight, Candace. Thanks for making it safe to talk about this publicly. I legit have gone through hell and back, and I know the neighborhood because of all of this. I'm grateful I don't fit in, not cut from the same cloth, but whatever happened to us as kids, we deserve answers. It's really interesting to think about what is the actual aim of these programs, probably to identify kids and make sure that if they are in any measure brilliant, and I'm not saying that I'm brilliant, I just happen to be in one of these programs, they probably want you to work for the government. They probably want to make sure that they can track you, and that is a totally sensible conclusion, especially if you read through the comments. Guys, you must.
That's good to know, Red. See, that's good to Red. No, see, let's see what it look like out here. Oh yeah, it's clear. I might have to go out after this. 8 more minutes, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that shit out myself. Go out there. I roll. Oh, I got some weed. I got hit her. Go out there, smoke a little bit. You know what I mean? Take a couple little pulls.
Okay, I'm sure this is a coincidence, but according to Grok, it is true. You remember when the bloody horses were running through the United Kingdom? They were royal horses and they escaped and a big chaos ensued. They actually ran 6 miles. Did you know that Prince Andrew was arrested 666 days after this event on his 66th birthday? And when he was arrested, according to all the official sources, it was 6 unmarked police cars carrying the officers that went to arrest him at his castle. So 6 police cars, 66th birthday, 666 days after what many people were shocked, by the way. The whole horse incident was like a eerie omen almost. Also, White Horses, Behold a Pale Horse. Remember that book? And this is confirmed by Grok, by the way. It was, in fact, yes, his 66th birthday. And yes, exactly 666 days after the April 24th, 2024 horse incident. But then it says no official sources confirm 6 officers involved because someone tweeted it wrong. It was 6 police cars. So I'm sure that's nothing, not like our reality is encoded with symbolism and numerical codings. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below and follow for more.
Yeah, dude. I think when we got jobs, it was normal. You know what I'm saying? After COVID, yo, what up, Jen? Jen in the building. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate the likes. Get you some good sleep. You know, you already know I'm going out in like 5 minutes, so it's good. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta worry about it. Shit, if anything, shit, make sure you get some water before you go to bed. That way you wake up, got something to drink. But shit, I'm about to say good night myself. You know what I'm saying? It's been a good one. Probably gonna get another one tomorrow, Friday. I'm gonna help my little brother fix on my sister's car. Hopefully on my car, figure out what's wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Until then though, y'all already know what it is, man. You got this. Just sit back and watch. You know what I'm saying? The show is only just beginning. It's only just beginning.
Mars. Only a fool would include his own death as part of a plan. Young lady.
Mars so cold, I think I'm done with ice. Birds, if I leave her, she gon' die. Well, bitch, you done with life. Okay.
Friends are some of the fakest people you ever have in your life. Because friends will never allow you to just be yourself. Oh, man, nigga, you sound like you're getting weak. Oh, man, you sound like you get... They ain't gonna let you say, man, I'm hurt right now, homie. I feel like hurt. They gonna go tell somebody, man, nigga talking about killing himself. So, friends don't check on nobody. Family go check on your family. Because friends have to fake with one another. Friends have to be fake in order for us to be real friends. I can't tell you, nigga, you wrong when you wrong.
I felt that! My bad. That shit hit me. That shit hit me, man. That shit touched me on another level.
Homie, friends don't let each other be who they really want to be, my nigga. I got to be who you want me to be so we can remain friends. If I tell you I don't like this, I don't want to kick that nigga, I don't want to rob that nigga, and we from the same hood, but we friends. I can't go against my friend because my friend gonna quit me. So if I'm really your friend, I can tell you no. I can tell you I don't like this. I don't want to do this. Say, homie, I'm on the phone with my girl. Can you cut this down? And you don't say, oh, man, nigga caking on the phone. My friend understand this is my girl. So when he heard me talking to my girl, he cut the music down without shaming me. Friends wake up every day to shame one another. Why do you want me to believe when you call me, homie, and we Jones and high side? What friends do with each other. But man, my family ain't gonna do this. So I build a family away from a family, nigga.
We had a saying where we would be like, peace, be safe. But then we heard Nipsey say, stay dangerous. And I never understood it. But then when I finally understood it, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Stay dangerous. Because when you are, you're aware. If you're part of the danger, you can see the danger around you as well. You have to stay dangerous. Because if we're not, we're going to get caught unaware. And then we're just a...
The real flex is how many lives you can positively impact. It's not about cars, clothes, or clout. Influence means nothing if you're not helping somebody to grow. The legacy you leave won't be measured by what you had, but by who you helped. Real power